Hi, my name is Brendan Orr. I am a part of robotics, and we are having a competition this weekend on October 7th and 8th at Marina High School in Huntington Beach. If you're in the area, come by and watch. We will also be having a competition next semester in Ventura. If you have any questions about robotics, come and ask me, Stephanie Ings, Eric Barlog, or Mr. O'Shea. Thank you and enjoy the podcast.
Welcome to the Alamany High School podcast. This is episode 37, and my name is Grace Giacomazzi. Today I'm here with my co-host, Natalia Viner. So, Natalia, how was it, recovering from homecoming week, being on ASB and cheer, a lot of the stress coming with that? How was that?
It was kind of crazy. We did a lot. Cheer obviously practiced really hard for the bonfire and for the game, and ASB was going crazy with our decorations and planning. So it was all kind of crazy. But to kind of get more into it, I'm here today with our two guests, Carson Chadbourne and Hanna Clemente.
Hey, what's up?
So, I know you guys were best friends. Have you guys been best friends since, freshman year?
Yeah. So before the summer, freshman year, we first kind of met each other during biology. And then ever since that, when freshman year started, we were both in Spanish 2 together, and we were the only two freshmen, so we kind of clicked there.
And how special was it for you guys to be on homecoming court together and eventually, be queen and king together?
Well, it was really crazy. First at the football game, seeing that Hannah won, I kind of freaked out because I was so excited for her. And then kind of the anticipation to the homecoming dance. I wasn't sure if I was going to win or not. And when Miss Fama told me that there are 2 crowns and then my name was announced, I thought it was really crazy, and I was just really happy to be sharing this moment with her.
Oh, I'm so happy for you guys. You guys are my favorite. So Carson, the 2 crowns.
Yeah.
How was that, having to share it with Fred? And him being the tallest person ever.
I know.
They probably had to back up really far for the picture.
When I first got on stage, it was really crazy because I saw all my friends waiting there. And then when Mr. Thompson was about to announce king, and he started saying, this hasn't happened in 30 years, and I started freaking out. I was like, what's gonna happen? And then Miss Fama pulled out 2 crowns from the box, and I lost it. And then when my name was announced, I couldn't stop smiling. It was such a cool experience, and to also have Fred come up with me, and I was really hoping he wouldn't make me look small, but
no, that height difference.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So Hannah, Friday night was your night. How did you take that all in? How'd you feel about it?
Honestly, I didn't expect it, and I know everyone says that when they win something that they don't expect it, but I really didn't. I remember when I was standing up there, I was just thinking about how everyone else would probably, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think she might win because of this. So when I saw my name, I was really shocked, and it honestly didn't really feel real. And I know my parents said the same thing about it too, but it was really cool.
Yeah, and it must have been really special having your dad there as well. And also, Natalia here was on homecoming court, so let's not degrade from that.
Oh, yeah. Just, yeah.
It's work.
Yeah, And so I know that they, showed your name in the fireworks, and, you could see it when it was lit. So did you end up keeping the board?
Oh, yeah, I took it home, but it was really hard to fit in the car. So it was kind of weird driving home with it, right next to me. But it's in our backyard right now.
No, when the name lit up, it took me forever to, read what it said. I was I couldn't even, I was who is that?
I know.
And then it was Hannah, and I was oh my gosh.
I know.
And
everyone was so happy.
I know.
I didn't even see it at first.
I bet Carson was I better win now. And I know that homecoming was a really busy week for you guys, being on ASB and everything, so you probably didn't even really get a chance to even think about the dance, but what was your guys' favorite Spirit Week themed day?
Yeah, I know we went kind of different this year, and we did new ideas, so we had the 90s day, the 80s day, the 70s and 60s, and then we had our 50s day, and obviously our Alamany Spirit Day. So which one did you guys find most exciting?
I really liked the 90s day the best because I think people participated in it the most, and they looked really good too. I know I took a lot of really awesome pictures.
I'd have to say the same thing. The 90s day was probably my favorite just because so many people were dressed up, and I thought it was really cool to see so many different people participating who normally wouldn't. and just kind of just see us all come together was really cool.
Yeah, I know we all got a lot of compliments about our Spirit Week from other schools, so that was really big for us.
Yeah, and especially like all the seniors that graduated last year, they all wished that that was the theme. Like,
it's
when
okay,
they were
they're
here.
jealous. They're jealous. It's fine.
fine.
So I know you guys are both really involved in school and ASB and stuff. So what else do you guys do?
So I'm part of the 7th period engineering program here, and to kind of summarize it up, it's basically computer science principles. That's the theme this year for us, and we're learning how to code, and right now we're using a program that MIT created to help us create different games, and we're trying to figure out how to create our own app right now, so it's going pretty well.
That's really exciting.
Sounds really difficult too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you like engineering? Like, do you want to pursue it in college or?
Not particularly. I'm more into the medical kind of field. But engineering is actually still really fun to do in my pastime, and it's also a really good way to kind of express your creativity. If you want to, make your own app, you can go do it. If you want to figure out how to solve something or make your own website, I think it's like a cool way to learn and kind of figure out what you like.
Well, it sounds really fun.
And do you have any, college plans, like a dream school or anything like that?
Yeah, so I'm really hoping that I get into Boston University, and it's a really, really nice school, and I'm visiting it in 2 weeks, I believe, and I'm really excited because I heard so many good things about it, and I'm just hoping that the next fall I can attend it.
That's awesome. And what about you, Hannah?
I'm part of Liturgy Band and Miss Little CKC Club, which is hosting Coffee House later this school year. And John and I are also trying to start a rock band, so if anyone's interested, just let us know.
So yeah, if you're ready to jam out, I guess go find John and Hannah. Okay, so before we wrap it up here, what are you guys looking forward to the most the rest of the senior year?
As cliche as it sounds, probably just spending a lot of time with my friends, because, we don't really have that. Wait, that's sad. I don't know.
I know you guys couldn't see that, but Hannah looked at Carson very endearing when she said that, and it made my heart a little sad.
I want to say that that's sad. That's really depressing.
It's true, though.
It's okay.
People are going to be like,
people are probably crying right now.
So I'm going to build off of what Hannah tried to say, and I'm really excited for second semester of senior year just because it's going to be a lot more relaxed than, trying to rush and submit college applications, and you just get to enjoy the experience with your friends. You're not, as bad as this might seem, you're not trying as hard in school.
I can't wait for that.
I know.
Sorry, teachers, if you're listening.
Senioritis is kicking in.
Oh, mine's been kicked in.
I've had senioritis since freshman year.
Oh yeah.
And so it's going to be really cool, and just seeing all my friends and us together experiencing, the acceptances, the rejections, and just going through that together is really cool because, these are your friends, and you're going to, even after high school, you guys are going to stick together, and you're just going to experience life even more. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, Carson definitely worded that better than I did.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming out and talking to us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Trip Mitchell, and I play quarterback. You're listening to the Alemany High School Podcast.
And we are back. I'm Natalia Viner.
And I'm Grace Giacomazzi.
And you're listening to the Alemany High School Podcast.
And we're here with our next guest, Jordan Hinkle. Jordan, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Natalia, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Jordan, how has your senior year been so far?
My senior year has been really fun. It's only been like a month and a half or so, but I've been going to a lot of the school events that I didn't really do in the past, like going to all the football games and participating in Spirit Week and doing stuff like that. So senior year has been pretty fun.
That's good. And so I understand, obviously, you're on softball. So how was your summer? What did you do for softball, tournaments, out-of-town stuff? Run me through that.
Well, during the summer, we did a few tournaments. We went to a really fun tournament that was in Pennsylvania, and we brought along a few other players from our younger team and another player from some other team, and playing all together was just a really good experience.
And I know a lot of the girls that graduated last year used to be on in your organization, so how was that playing in your last game with them as, you know, like, you've played with them forever?
Oh gosh.
Don't cry.
Playing the last game, I kind of forgot that it was the last game that we were playing in, and then it ended, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's done, it's over. And then we were taking a picture at the end, and I was like, I can't do this, like, this is too much. Aww. And then I made a few people cry, which is great. So I wasn't the only one crying, but I'm glad I had the experience with them and been able to play with them for so long, and I hope they do really good in college.
Yeah, and I know it's a little early to be talking about softball season, but how'd you guys do last year?
Last year, we made it pretty far in CIF. We made it to, like, the third round, I think, and we should have won that game, but we should have won that game, but, you know, it happens, like, you lose games, and we have another shot at it this year, so I think basing off of last year's performance, like, we're going to do, like, the same thing. We're going to be pretty good. We're going to make it far in CIF, and I really hope that we win CIF this year.
Get that ring?
Yeah.
So I know the softball team is known as being, like, a really strong unit, and you guys are also super loud with your constant cheering. So how does that benefit you guys?
Well, it benefits us because it kind of gets into, like, the other team's head. Like, if there's someone, like, screaming in your face really loud while you're trying to concentrate on something, it's kind of hard to concentrate on that one thing that you're doing. Plus, it gets, like, the parents in the other stands all, like, riled up and everything. Just having the advantage of being focused and having our full concentration on the game is really good.
So do you guys, like, cheer as a team, or do each individual player have their own, like, specific cheer, or how does that work?
So for each player, we try to come up with, like, one cheer that's, like, theirs. So, like, a lot of people's are based off of either their numbers or their names. So, like, my number is 8, so they have one that's where they say Ocho a bunch of times.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Whenever we would do that one, my mom was like, what are they saying? Like, I can't even understand. Sometimes we're just yelling so loud. Like, people are like, what are you saying? Like, we can't even understand you.
It's not English.
And I think that's what makes people even more mad. It's like, what are they, like, nobody knows what they're saying. And so finally, you know, all of your hard work over the years has finally paid off. So tell me more about your commitment and your school and how you knew it was the perfect fit for you.
So I committed to play at St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia, and at first, like, when I was looking at the school on the website and everything and doing, like, their virtual tour, I just thought it was, like, really pretty and really nice, and I was looking at how the team did last year and who's on the team and stuff, and, I mean, you can't really judge a person by, like, how they look at a picture, so I was kind of, like, scared going into the visit because, like, none of these people were from the West Coast. They were all from, like, northern, eastern part of America. So, like, I just didn't know how they were gonna, like, act. But, like, when I went and I like, was hanging out with them and stuff, they were really easygoing, and they really made me feel like I was involved and stuff. So, and I never felt, like, awkward or, like, out of place or anything. Like, I felt like I was already on the team. So it was, like, it was a really good experience.
That's good. And you like the coaches and everything?
Oh, yeah, all the coaches are really nice. The head coach right now, his name is Gary, and he's kind of old. He's like a little grandpa. He's really cute.
So, since your school is kind of on the other side of the country, how are you going to transition from California to the East Coast?
So, St. Joseph's is in Philadelphia, and when I went on the visit, it was kind of cold over there, but everyone else was saying that it wasn't cold, and I was like,
oh gosh.
Like, it was like 60 degrees, and it was cloudy and, like, windy, and I had, like, 3 layers on, and they were all making fun of me because I was cold. So I think that's going to be, like, the biggest transition because I do have family out there, so I'm not going to be, like, alone. I think it's just going to be, like, the seasons, and then obviously, like, the school, like,
right.
I'm going to college, so the classes are most likely going to be a little bit harder, and I'm going to have more work to do. But I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I know we're all really excited for you.
And I know that one of the seniors who graduated last year, Jules, is really close to you, and you guys were best friends. So are you excited for that?
Oh, yeah. She goes to Chestnut Hill College, and it's about 10 minutes away from my school.
Oh,
That's
my
so
God.
close.
It's like on the way. Like,
That's
you have to
insane.
pass St. Joseph's to get there.
That's fate. It's
I told her that if I did end up going there, we had to have lunch every day.
Aww.
She's like, no, don't go there. Do you guys play each other or no?
No, she does play Carly.
Oh, I didn't know.
They're in the same conference. Carly goes to Concordia in New York.
That's all really exciting. It's going to be cool that you guys are that close to each other.
Like neighbors now.
So when Carly plays Jules, like when she comes down to play at Chestnut Hill, I want to go to that game and like be able to hang out with them, maybe like go out to eat or something and just like catch up on everything.
Oh, that'll be really fun for you guys.
Crazy. Yeah, that's so cool.
Well, congratulations, Jordan.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Thank you for listening to the Alamany High School podcast. I'm Natalia.
And I'm Grace.
And we are
Signing off.